In this week's video, I am sharing with you an updated 2-room tour, but I'm going to be sharing with you all the new things that I sort of pulled from even my own home to restyle, revamp, and I also want to share with you some new things that I have added to really add those fine touches to the tour. Alright guys, so I want to share with you this side of the room first. You may remember this console table from a previous video where I showed you how I styled it. This was one of the looks I actually loved so much that I wound up keeping it. And I have actually turned this into a fabulous bar. Because this is my lounge room, I thought it would be pretty cool when guests come in to serve cocktails here. So I want to share with you one of my newest purchases that's in this cabinet. And this is a mini wine fridge from the company NewAir. And it's a 16 wine compressor. I don't have 16 bottles, but I do have quite a few in there. And I really love this unit because I have reds and whites in there, and what this does, it really regulates the temperature for the reds and the whites. And so you can see here, the refrigerator's here, I have a few glasses down at the bottom, and then on this side, I have my wine glasses, my martini glasses, I have some tumblers, and then on this side is the good stuff. On this side, I have all my liqueurs, my cordials, our favorite things that we like to drink. And we're not big drinkers, but I just think it's really cool to have a nice setup. And yeah, I really love this. And I'm sorry, the one to the left has like my computer printer in there, so I don't need to show you that, but this is the little setup I have, and I'm so thankful for NewAir. Thank you for sending me this. This has been such a lifesaver and adds such a great touch and value to my little bar area. Okay, you guys, so in this room, I wanted to share with you the carpet is new. This was such a score. One day I was casually walking into my favorite store, Home Goods, and I always tend to browse the rug section, and I came across this woven all white rug, and I could not have told the guy to get it down fast enough. This was a bowl that was featured in one of my last mid-century finds, and I have some new coffee table books. I'm loving this new one by Athena Calderon. This is called The Live Beautiful. I have some other books here. You guys remember this table? My husband and I actually made this concrete top table. We already had this base, and so we sort of repurposed this table. We have some boucle chairs. You guys may remember these from someone's room. We tend to recycle a lot of furniture here because we get bored, so we kind of rearrange things, and these chairs were brought downstairs from Kelsey's room. And these chairs had already been here. These are the gold and velour club chairs I bought when we purchased the home. And so now I've put all 4 together to kind of create more of a lounge space, a little bit more of a social area where people can sit and chat and have their cocktails. A new purchase. You may have also seen this in a recent video. This is from Pottery Barn. Originally it was in the front room when you guys saw it, but I moved it here because a dear artist friend of mine named Geraldine actually sent me these 2 beautiful, I know it looks like one piece, but there are actually 2 pieces here. And guys, this is made of raw silk, and I am just so thankful that she sent these to me. I absolutely adore them, and they really tighten this space. I do a lot of DIY, guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome, but I want to let you know I do a lot of DIYs on my channel. I did this. This is one of the Restoration Hardware sort of replicas, if you will, on their vases. I aged and antiqued this vase from the Goodwill. I paid like $5 for this. This was an old cookie jar. And I showed how I painted and antiqued it. And so yeah, so that is one of the ones that I did in the video. and I harvested these little branches from my own yard. So many of you asked me where I get these branches from, and guys, I have a huge, I like pretty much live in a forest, so I have branches always available whenever I need them. And so this piece is new. This is I got this at an antique shop near me. This is actually an old spindle from like a house. And I paid $20 for this, and I just love just the raw wood. I just really love the texture of it against the tones here. All right, guys, so you've pretty much seen this room more or less the same, other than the few things that I've added to the mantle and the 2 new chairs. But I want to share with you one of the bigger changes is in this room. So I want to start with the new pieces that I've purchased and the pieces that I sort of borrowed from my own home to create this space. There's a lot that kind of went on here in the last few weeks. I want to start with one of the newest pieces. I shared it on my Instagram. So many of you were so excited to see this. And I couldn't even believe it. This is probably the #1 piece that I have scored on that was major for me, and it's this travertine table. And I found this table, believe it or not, at an antique shop, and it was $75. And I told her that I was interested in the table, but I guess she didn't hear me, so I walked away to shop some more, and she taps me on my shoulder and she says, I'll give it to you for $60. She wanted to really lock in the sale. So moving on over here, I decided to flank these 2 marble pedestals because the table's a little bit shorter. I had some more wiggle room, if you will, for the seating, and they work really nicely to, you know, put your drinks on and so forth. So I think they add a lot of just artistic value to the space. I love them. And something else that's new, I totally forgot, is the carpet that I'm standing on. Again, another home goods purchase. This is a 10 by 15 size rug. This room is really big, and I knew that I needed a big rug. These are not new. Guys, these couches were in my basement, and they were the couches that were in our old home before we moved here. This is a beautiful set that we got. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember where I bought these, but they're about 2 or 3 years old. They're not very old. They have a very restoration hardware feel, and that's kind of vibe I was going for. A little bit more comfy, cozy. You guys loved my sectional. It is now downstairs in the basement, so we kind of just swapped it out. Nothing wrong with the couch at all. I just was looking for a new change. Okay, so over here, I purchased this pedestal from the same store I got the travertine table, and this was $40, I think. $35. It was $35. And it has a couple of like nicks on it, but I think that adds more character to it. I just love the height, and it was the perfect piece I needed to fill in this space. All right, guys, so another major change that happened in this room, and if you caught the last video where what this room looked like before, you notice I had black industrial window bar treatments up on these windows. I have a lot of windows here, and I wanted something more elegant, and I wanted something a little bit more streamlined. And what I did was I decided to take the curtains all the way up, and from corner to corner on both sides, I added all these linen drapes. Now, my linen drapes I actually bought some new ones. These are from Ralph Lauren Home, and they are just beautiful Belgian linen. They are 108 inches long. Don't even ask me how many panels are on there. There are a lot. I spent the money on the curtains, but I'm gonna also share with you the tip that I did to make this look. Because to do this look, you guys need a track system. And a track system are those really extended, long rods that sometimes are motorized, and they can cost quite a fortune. As a matter of fact, I was looking at one for these 2 spaces here, and they were $700 a piece. Well, my wheels got turning, because you guys know that I like to do things on a budget, and I went to Walmart and found curtain rods. I'm going to insert the video here, the ones that I purchased for $2.49. And guys, I bought 6 of them and extended them out accordingly to the size that I needed, and saved myself $1,500 from a track system. All right, so I'm gonna take you into the last space that's in this room. We don't really watch a lot of TV. We are very busy. We are on our computers doing a lot of work. So when we do watch TV, this is a room that we sit in, and we put our TV here. Now this is a piece that, guys, I'm so sad because I've had this table for so long. I never showed you guys this table. It's been sitting in my garage waiting for an opportunity to make its appearance. I bought this at an antique shop and I paid, I think, $75 for it. Look at the legs on this piece. I mean, it needs a little bit of sanding down. This might be an upcoming DIY of how I'm going to restore this, but nonetheless, this is just a beautiful, I'm gonna date this to like 1970s piece, and I knew that this was dead space here. There was no way I was gonna put a corner unit here. There's no way I was gonna do that. I mean, that's kind of like the first thing people think about. Well, we have an awkward corner, let's just get a corner cabinet. That's so not me. And my first option was to build shelves, and then I thought that would look cheesy and then just get all dusty. So I decided to bring this guy out, and you know, it's just the right little shape that kind of helps bring the TV kind of tie it all together. And I kind of dressed it up with my fashion books. This is from Salt by the Kaza Project. I'll link them down below. This one is an antique that I purchased. I paid like $6 for this. And it has just a little branch that I found outside in my yard. And you guys also remember this little score. This was a mid-century little stool that I repainted black. I paid $4 for this at the Goodwill. And last but not least, I have this little piece here that I actually made out of clay. So guys, this is the end of the room tour. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I kept this room very minimalistic. I wanted to kind of just be serene in a place where we just sit down and chill and just feel very peaceful here. So you can kind of see all the really warm light and the white tones. It really just helps to balance out the 2 rooms together. I think they're very complementary to one another. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this week, and I'll see you in my next video soon.